Welcome back, everyone. This is the reading for Scorpios. If you have a Scorpio sun, moon, or ascendant, or maybe you are listening it for your friend, your partner, then there might be something in this for you for the rest of June and for most of July. So normally I do it for 4 weeks for the whole month, but this time we had some sicknesses, so I will do it for all the 6 weeks till the end of July. So I will ask that all the cards that come will be covering all those times. So the first one, which is the overarching energy of the month, is about revealing what needs to be seen. This card, especially seeing that moon and stepping into the Cancer season at the moment, I think it's really perfectly describing of what this soft and Cancerian moonlit energy can help you with. So probably revealing what needs to be seen and be vulnerable in these days is the best time, because after that kind of season is over, we will have Leo, and that is completely about different things. So let's see. The first deck that very rarely comes to me, but is wanted today. Look at that. It says, the beneath opens up to you. Okay. So the message of this card is that you need to dive down into the hidden places, because you are a bright soul and you need to make your heart ready for the waves of joy that are coming. So, to me, this one says that you might have been digging into your own soul, into your own past, into your own subconscious, your family patterns, maybe even past lives, but you've been definitely doing some work on yourself that is beneath what most people can see. So it's not really surface. Not that Scorpios ever like scratching the surface, but it's really for your benefit. So if you haven't done it yet, the next 6 weeks will be an ideal time to do it, because it will bring you something that opens you up, that brings you joy. So even if it's something like trauma resolution, which can bring up the trauma, but because it resolves your old patterns, or you can let them stay in the past, and start anew, you will be lighter, you will be brighter, you will have something that only can be found in the depth. And this card also is reflecting on your destiny, how much clearer you can make it if you go deeper. And yeah, probably that's what is going on. It might be a much longer process, as I hear. And let me see if there is something else from the same deck that would like to come out that also helps you with this journey, because it's not always that softy journey. But what the card also says, that all those creatures beneath, they get together and they are not afraid of each other. So if you can find other people or creatures who are really going in the same direction or are on the same journey, you will have softness for each other. And when you share this softness, then you can go back to the world and share it with them too. So the next one that jumped out was in the vastness of it all. And this one talks about belonging, basically. So when you see the vastness of it all, then you might question, what do we matter? Do we matter? Do others care? Why do I feel so lost? Why am I so tiny? Why am I so small? And this card basically mentions or talks about or instills that we need to put things into perspective, because we are part of all that vastness, and there is just so much more than what we can see at the moment. So usually this one comes up when we are really struggling with everyday problems, basically. So when you're sucked into your to-do list, when you are really busy as like, I don't know, with your kids, with your family, with your work, with something. Maybe you are supporting a loved one. Maybe you are just doing something, but this is when you feel like, oh my God, I can be so insignificant in this one. But this card encourages you to see, the small ones before you. So all the tiny flowers, the birds, the wing of the dragonfly, everything is small, that is small but significant. Without that, the world would be different, the world would be less. And to understand that you are not that small, um, for they see you as great as a mountain. So imagine that if you are the size of that flower, then how more significant something else can look like, and that's normal. So this talks about that no matter where you are on your journey and how small or big you feel, there will always be there will be many things that are much smaller and that are much bigger than you, but you are part of it, and that's how it works. Everything and everyone is just part of that big one. So this is about, for me, to translate it to a more everyday life, to put things into perspective. To when you dig down and find those things, maybe deep in your heart, maybe deep in your past, then put them into perspective. Sometimes we can tangle away with our thoughts and think extreme things, but perspective always matters when you are on the path. And this card just really, really highlights it, that you matter, basically. Let's see the next one. What else the universe is here to tell you, please? What needs to be seen? I'm still curious. What is that thing that is needed to be seen about you? Anything? Okay. The balance. People might not see you as well balanced as you can be, or you will be probably right in the middle of it, or maybe towards the end of it, but definitely already during the journey. It's not like a goal, it's the consistent feeling of it. So maybe you need to show more of yourself, how balanced you are. And sometimes with Scorpios, it's not that easy, because people think that balance is only just how are you in the middle, but it's not. Just think about Libra. Things are not in the middle. Things are on the right one side and the other side. And Scorpios are like that in the sense of going to the extremes many times. But it's not that you need to show that you can go to one extreme or the other, but sometimes it is about to show that when you went beyond the point, and maybe you overwhelm somebody, that you can do the opposite as well. So you can go the opposite direction, so you can create that balance. And yes, sometimes people need to understand that Scorpios find their balance by trying one extreme and the other. So let's see what else needs to be seen about you, because we are really curious, because Scorpios are not really the ones who like showing themselves off, and I mean in a vulnerable way. So show me. Why are the cards are so resistant today? Maybe it's not here that wants to show. Okay, let's try another deck. What is that Scorpio needs to reveal, basically? No, almost jumped out. This one, it says, be here now. And let's see one more, because it was like a half jump. But this hummingbird spirit is also kind of saying the same of all of these little creatures. They do have their own space, their own right on this earth. Oops, now here you go. More jumped out. So, the owl spirit, you see clearly now. And then the moth saying surrender now. And then life is speeding up, and slow and steady wins the race. It's very interesting, because it tells me the story of How, it's again, look at these extremes. Slow and steady, speed up. Typical Scorpios. So basically what it says that you really need to surrender to something, which I would really say that it's connected to the depth, so that you can find this balance. And after you find that balance, you will see clear. Let it be a balance at your work life relationships, or let it be a balance of, maybe it's a physical balance that you need with your own body. It can be any type of balance that you probably crave in one way, but also you can create. And the owl says that you see clearly now. So when you find that balance, when you went deep down, when you went to the extremes, um, then you surrendered to all of these feelings and just let yourself live it, then you will see clear. And when you see clear, then you understand the two, not extremes, but basically extremes, that how slow and steady wins a race, and sometimes how life can speed up. But it also tells me that no matter what happens, no matter how life speeds up, always rely on your values. Always. So in that depth, you will find values that you can stick to, and slow and steady, keeping it, because you are in the win. Let's see, regarding that winning, what the career cards would like to show us. Show us for Scorpios next. Can't believe it. This is funny. This is funny. That, as I said, I love it. I love synchronicities, and I truly love these messages. So you are on the track, on the path to win. Scorpios, what were you planning to win? Is it a house? Is it a lottery? Is it someone's heart? Is it a job? Is it a project? What is that? Because sooner or later, it's again slow and steady. Sooner or later, this says it's a long time game, but you are winning. Okay. Why is it just no? Almost. So show me. Okay, two more. Now let's see. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. These two. One was the money tree, which is really good. And it says the dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired. Dear Scorpio, what is that you have been long desired? And there's another one, fertility. It's time to think about family life and children, and don't sacrifice family for career. However, I love this card because this card about fertility and the egg represents a very colorful, creative state of mind. So, like this one, you see? Be here, be in the now, be creative now, because in that depth, you will probably find so many ideas, so many new things that will excite you. And I really truly encourage you to create. If something excites you, jump in and create. Even if you think like, oh, what if, in 2 days my enthusiasm will die down? Doesn't matter. When you are fertile, use that time. And use that time if you are planning a family, then actually, yes, cancer season is really, really the time, to snuggle up, to make babies and enjoy life. But this one is really, I love this winning aspect of it. So probably the key is in you to go beneath whichever level you have ever been. Because many times Scorpios are happy to go deep and happy to dig inside, but probably now you have been initiated to the next level. Let's see. What else? What else? Shall we check your love life? Of course we shall. Let's see. Tell me, Scorpios, next 6 weeks of love life. What's coming for Scorpios? Oopsies. In depth. Okay, you will go deep. These this time is, it's very good when in all aspects of your life you can go in with the same vibration, with the same desire, with the same non-desire. It's really good to go deep and connecting on a deeper level. Most probably, when you dig deep inside you, you will attract people who like doing that too, and you might be able to connect with them and then connect deeper with the ones you already love. Anything else for Scorpios, please? Love, love. Celebration. We jump to the winning. So, yes, let's see what you can celebrate. If you have a partner who is a Cancer in this season and has a birthday, please, 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 um, celebrate it. Celebrate it in a way that is deeper than ever, and have some happy partying days. If not, then celebrate your business successes. Then celebrate, if your partner is not a Cancer, just celebrate them. Just celebrate love and burning bright. So, passion to keep the flame alive. Okay, here you go. Even if your relationship feels like a little bit sparkless, try to have some more intimate time. This is a good time to be intimate, and probably your partner will really, really appreciate it. Let's see the last one. Okay, whoops. And here you go. Free flights. So this is about space, giving space to grow individually. Most probably for that deep dive, you will need some space as well. And it might happen that your partner asks you to reciprocate it. So when you have that time for yourself, they might need it too. And it's good. They need to breathe, they need to release. And especially for you, all this depth. If you need counseling, if you need therapy, this is a very good time. It seems that your vibes are already open to go deeper, and with an expert, you might go so much more deeper than you would have thought, that you can release and get rid of all that. Because remember, Scorpios and usually Capricorns carry almost the most of the karma from all other signs that they can. So it's a lot, and if you have the chance to release and to breathe and to be clear and see clearly, that's the sign. Then just grab it. Grab it. It's an opportunity. You need to live with it, because then you can celebrate more, and it leads to winning. This is beautiful, Scorpio. This is a very deep time. It's not necessarily easy, but we know if somebody has the perseverance and the resilience to do it, then it's you. So I'm wishing you very, very exciting and really supportive environment, and exciting reveals and exciting revelations, many, many epiphany moments. And if you have a comment, please leave it in the comment section, and sign up to follow my channel to have notifications of the upcoming videos. See you soon. Bye.